All right. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to the live stream. Today is 13th of March 2026 and we are just like gonna do live. So sound check 1 2 3. Can you guys hear me clearly? Sound check. All good. All right. So morning. So let's just like start it with the fresh analysis. What's just like going on here. So, looking at the daily perspective, wow, gold is now pushing to the downside. Actually, you know what? We are having this resistance on the left hand side, like a daily resistance on a daily time frame. It just like closed with a very strong bearish candle right now. So, just like need to flip from higher time frame to low time frame. Actually, today is Friday as well, so need to look at weekly candle as well, so there's a probability just like wanted to see like a sneak peek of a weekly candle, how it could close. So the previous weekly were closed like in a bearish one, the next one continuously pushing to the downside right now. Daily perspective, actually daily is also flipping and pushing to the downside, looking at the H4 time frame. Wow, and H4 also just like continuously pushing to the downside and breaking the low of its current support area, breaking below this low. This is a wick we are having on the left hand side. It's having like a 200 pip range in it, so need to jump from quickly from H4 to H1. H1 having a resistance here. Can see that resistance here. It's like a, let me remove this thing. Okay, so it's just like a fourth candle of H1 which continuously pushing through downside, and we tapping to the strong support area on the left hand side right now. So jumping from H1 to M30 also pushing to the downside, and we are having this support area on the left hand side. So the size of a one single 30-minute candle, you can see it's more than 200 pips. So for that, we just like need to jump from 30-minute to 50-minute time frame to see more better pictures. So here, I think so we were having a execution. Wow, it's just like went 70 pips here. It created a support. Next candle did not even have a upper wick, break the low of the previous, I would say, support area, and it's like a very beautiful cells were there. Wow, it's continuously pushing to the downside, but we're gonna tap this area. We're gonna tap to this area. So need to understand, or let's see how market reacted to this support area. So if it's going to be create some kind of a strong support right on a support area, so there's a probability we can continuously pushing upside. But if it's going to break and close below the support, or if it's going to be close below right on the support, and the next candle going to be closed with a small body, and next candle gonna break that small body candle, so there's a probability we will gonna continuously pushing to the downside. So it's like very important to wait and see how market going to be react to this area. Wow, it was an opportunity actually. You know what? It was a very beautiful opportunity. Candle created a support. This candle broke the support. What a beautiful range we are having on the left hand side. It's just like went almost like 100 pips in 5 minutes, I think so. Yeah, look at this 5 minute candle. Very nice. So it's okay. Let's wait. Let's wait for new structure to be formed, and then we'll see how I can give my trade a chance there. So this makes sense. Wow, what a volume it's showing right now. Daily also flipping in a bearish mode. H4 breaking the support area, H1 breaking the support area, M30 still open, H1 still open, and there is like a few minutes left for the closure of a 30-minute time frame. So let's see what 30-minute could bring on the table, so I can give my trade a chance. So this is the current resistance area I'm having here. Break and close above this resistance area. This makes sense, like we are having very beautiful 100 pip range to the upside, and if it's going to be create some kind of a strong support on a support area, this could be a range of 170 pips. Or if we going to be create some support, break below that support area, so this is a wick we are having on the left hand side. It's like 150 pip wick. So right now I can't do anything, it's already moved, and we just like missed this first execution. It was interesting and a very beautiful execution here. And even this candle having a strong volume in it and did not even have a upper wick as well. So let's see. It's very crucial stage right now. So have to be patient with ourselves right now. And there is a Friday as well, so be cautious about that one as well. So let's see. So right now having a proper plan with us. Let's see what gonna happen in on a chart. What kind of a confirmation I'm gonna get in few minutes, so I can give my real chance there. So I'm in sell. Okay, perfect, awesome. All right, that's why I didn't. Okay, where is Raja? Raja bro just like stuck in some kind of urgent meeting, so that's why I just like need to come over on his live stream. So schedule got a little change in it. So here we go. So let me see Mr. Sachin trade here. So yeah, the category data resistance created a support. This can break and close below this support area. It totally makes sense, buddy. If it did not move far away from the support area, then it just totally makes sense. How much far it is from this support area? Let me see on my reel on my this one. I think so. It took it on a 30-minute time frame. This one from support, it closed 60 pips away from the support area. Yeah, it makes sense actually. Yeah, it makes sense. Where you took a sell, it makes sense. But you manage it very well, very nicely done, I would say. Because if it closed below the support, it is a very beautiful, perfectly counter trade structure, and everything just like showing some kind of a higher probability here. You can manage the risk and you manage it very well because you are having clean traffic on the left hand side. You got your confirmation candle here showing a strong volume in it. Next scanner created a wick and break this low. You executed a sell, went back, and you manage the risk very well done. It's a beautiful trade, I would say, and should have to be worked out. So it just like retest this high, create some new support, then broke below that support, so then it continues to pushing downside. Might be think I think so. It could be like a Asian session, so that's why it dropped the volume. But good idea, I would say. It's such a good idea. Did you take any trade yesterday? Yesterday I did took a trade actually. Yeah, I was doing something on my mobile phone. This is a trade I have just like took here. This candle rejected with a long rejection wick, close with a small body. Next candle create a wick and break the low. So I execute and secure like 60 pips here. That was the only trade I took last day. And then it just like went down 300 pips. Was not expecting this. Idea was to take a sell here. This was my target, and I closed my position here. 30-minute also closed within the range, and then it went down. But I am happy that I grabbed like 60 pips here. Yeah, after that, nothing. So let's see. Market rejecting from this area. Wow, look at this one. What's going on here? Market rejected, rejected from the support area. And this current candle don't have a upper wick as well. So if the next candle going to break above this high and going to be close above the resistance area, so there is a probability it could continuously pushing upside. It's rejecting from the left hand side. For that we need to wait and let the candle to closed in our favor. Secure 130 pips on the current sell. Wow, very nice. Congratulations to you. Okay, so just need to wait now. That's all we can do. Need to wait. I got this move, but unfortunately break even hit and then it started falling. Okay, So you just need to understand how you can give your trade a second chance. If you hit with the break even and then market start going in your favor, if there's a probability to give your trade a second chance, you should have to be look at that one. कैसे भाई ये अकाउंट 10K कैसे हुआ? कल 6K था. So someone asking me how it become like a 10K. So before it was like a 6K account. So I deposit some money into it. I was having some extra money, so I deposited into this account. So just like take it as a small account of a 10K. So yeah, man, what a rejection! Look at this one. What a rejection! In that 5,000 also we are having like a psychological number, but it's not rejecting from 5,000. It's rejecting right now from 50, 70, something like that. So is that 5,000 level several times the market rejected from it? 5,000, These are the psychological number actually. And I would say 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 is more stronger psychological number. The round figure. Wow, look at the rejection right now. What are rejection? Well, the way it's rejecting with the long rejection, if the next candle going to be create a week and breaking above this high, it could be a probability it gonna continuously pushing upside. Looking at 30-minute, it's about to be close smaller than the previous candle low. It's mean it's dropping the volume. F15 rejected with a long rejection week, didn't have an upper week. So if the next candle going to be create a week and break above this high, there is a probability it could continuously pushing upside. So it's a Friday, not gonna take a bigger risk here. We'll see if I can take a risk of 60, $70, not more than that. Uh, yeah, buys could make sense now. Yeah, exactly. So सर मैं ब्रेक इवन पे स्टक हूँ लास्ट 2 वीक्स से ओनली 2 वीक्स ट्रेड ले रहा हूँ डेली बट मार्केट एसल हिट के साम सेम डायरेक्शन में चली जाती है. तो आप ऐसा करें आप अपनी देखें ना कि कहीं आप छोटा स्टॉप लॉस तो नहीं यूज़ करें और कहीं जल्दी ट्रेड तो नहीं क्लोज कर देते. Like if it start going against you and then it just like start going in your favor, you should have to be close 50% position with us with the same SL, and then test out that if it gonna continuously pushing in your direction or not. So might be you are using a tighter stop loss, and if you are just like stuck for on a break even from like these 2 weeks, so it doesn't matter because look at these 2 week candles like a daily time frame. We are stuck in a high time frame consolidation. And this consolidation happening from 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, almost like more than 1 week is doing consolidation here, so no need to worry about. So if we're gonna break above this high, if I'm gonna place my stop loss here, it could be like a 70 pip stop loss. 30-minute still open but close with a small body. M15 rejected with a long rejection week. Previous M15 didn't have an upper wick. So if this candle going to break above this high, there's a probability it could continuously pushing upside. I take only one trade in a day, whether it resulted in a loss or a profit. Am I doing the right thing by taking only one trade per day? Yeah, it totally makes sense. If it suits you, it totally makes sense. So I think so. I am attempting something risky one, depending on a 50-minute time frame where I need to wait for 30 minutes to be closed. Because right after 30 minutes, we're going to be entering into opening of London session. But looking at smaller time frame perspective, I think so I can get some opportunity here. So I'm getting like a bigger stop loss. I'm going to be attempt like a counter trade structure, impulse entry, previous candle breaking above the high. So what I can do? I can see opportunity, but getting like a bigger stop loss and trying to attempt some kind of a risky one. Why not to attempt it with lower lot size? So I could become like a part of this trade. I could be a part of a plan, and I can lose less. This is something I'm talking about. So waiting right now. Wow, look at this 50-minute trying to pushing upside. So let's see. Can we wait for the 50-minute candle to close? Yeah, it makes sense to wait for the candle to be closed. But look at this rejection. What a strong rejection. Look at this candle creating a week and trying to breaking above this high. So looking at 30-minute time frame as well, it closed like smaller than the previous candle. Like it means it's having like a long rejection and a small body. So probability it could continuously pushing upside. Lower time frame. And if I'm waiting for 50-minute candle to close, I might miss the move. That's why I lowered the lot size. Look at this one. It's a Friday. I'm lowering the lot size here. I'm getting bigger stop loss. I'm trying to attempt something risky, but right now it's just kind of showing me some kind of opportunity here. So if I can see that I have a plan to wait for the candle to break above this high for the buys. And if I am looking at this is Friday. I'm getting bigger stop loss. So things are feeling some kind of a risky, but still it's showing some opportunity here. Why not to go with a small lot size so I can lose less? Doesn't matter even you go with a smaller lot size like 0.01. Here you just like gonna get some educational thing. If it gonna work out for us, that will be educational. If it not gonna work out for us, that could be also very educational. Okay, here go break above the high. This is my stop loss. I am getting a bigger stop loss right now, attempting something a little risky one. Let's see, because the previous candle don't have upper wick. If this candle don't have upper wick, then there is no business of next candle to break above the high of a small body candle. Sorry, the candle which don't have upper wick, its main buyers getting heavier on the sellers now. So this 50-minute candle break above the previous candle high, 30-minute close with a small body. So let's see if it could continuously pushing upside. Let's see. So in this way, how I can manage the risk if this current candle come back and retrace more than 50% of the previous candle, I can secure my 50% position there and then leave the rest. So let's see, or if it went in my favor, so I can secure my 90% as well. So now need volume. It break above the resistance. All I need is volume. It created a resistance, created a support. It breaking above the resistance right now. So let's see if it could continuously pushing upside. So in this way, if it just like went almost 30 pips, 25 pips in my favor and come back to my break even, so I can close my 50% position there by managing the risk. Because if it breaking above this high and tapping to this rejection on the left hand side, there's no business the candle to come back and break its opening price, like where I executed a trade. It should not come back to my break even. So just like waiting right now. It's a still open candle. Depending on the volume I'm expecting, it could continuously pushing upside. Yeah, it's pushing upside right now. Look at this one. So now it's standing in 12 pips in my favor. I need to worry about these rejections on the left hand side. These rejection. I need to see how market reacting to this rejection. That's all I'm thinking and worried about. Okay, come on. Give me some spike. Okay, 20, 15 pips right now in our favor. On a Friday, 15 pips just in my favor. Just starting my stop loss somewhere here. Now, as I executed a buy as an impulse entry, this should not be come back into the range. It should be break above these rejection on the left hand side and should continuously pushing upside. If it now coming back into the range and break below or coming back somewhere here, I need to close my 50% position there. Things are getting changed now. I just like need to continuously watch it. I'm continuously watching it how I can manage the risk. If it went like 25 pips, 20 pips in my favor, it should not be come back into the range. It's a impulse entry and a counter trade structure right now I'm having with me. So all I need to worry about these rejections on the left hand side. So let's see if it could continuously pushing upside or not. Wow, this 5 minute time frame just don't have upper wick right now. So I think so this will be better if this candle come back and break its own low, the 5 minute, so I can secure my 50%. Just keeping it here to remind me actually. Just keeping it here to remind me if it come back into the range. So this is the impulse entry depending on the volume. Previous candle having small body, next candle created a wick, break above the high, 50-minute break above the previous candle high, which don't have a upper wick. So this candle, the current candle should be continuously pushing upside if it coming back into the range. So that is the thing I need to be worried about, and I need to understand how I can lose less than. So I need to manage the risk in that situation. Rhino is showing a bullish potential in it, but these are the rejections on the left hand side. Need volume to push it to the upside. I need a volume here. Wow, it's coming back into the range. If it come back into the range somewhere here, went like 15 pips in drawdown, so I can secure my 50% position there. Here I secure my 50% position. It should not be wrecked like that. It should not be wrecked like that. So need to understand how I can lose less. Look at this one. Wow. Look at the rejection. That's why lower the load size, manage the risk. All I can do now, wait. Wow, look at this one 5 minute time frame. What are rejection and close in a bearish mode? Still this previous 5 minute don't have a bottom wick actually. So let's see. I'm still holding my another 50% position with me. So if it could continuously pushing upside, that will be perfect. If it couldn't, then I can't do anything. So I close one position. Look at this one. What a closure. 50%. What if this 50-minute candle close at bullish, next candle create a wick and break above wick? Will you enter? Yeah, I think so. That will be perfect way to enter one more position into it. That totally makes sense. But we need to wait for this candle to be closed. There's like 4 minutes left for this candle to be closed. So सर ये लंदन ओपन वॉल्यूम है नहीं यार ये प्री लंदन है लंदन विल बी ओपन राइट लाइक आफ्टर 20 minutes. So yes, still I'm holding my position right now. Look at this one, man. It's like have to break above this high. I might gonna make some little money there, but need to understand how I can be a part of some structure, how I can be a part of some opportunity, how I can lose less. This is the actual purpose of these live streams. So looking for this one, this 50-minute candle about to be closed in 3 minutes. It's very important to see how this 50-minute going to be closed. If it's going to be closed in a bullish form and next candle going to be create a wick, in this way I can give my trade another chance, like can put one more entry into it, but I need it to close it with a strong bullish candle, so then I can execute some position into it. If it's going to be closed back into the range somewhere here, you know what, then I need to close this trade. Then definitely I'm gonna close that trade. So in 3 minutes it could gonna show me some kind of confirmations there. Wow, should have to be break above these rejections on the left hand side. This is something I'm worried about. 30 minutes still open. I'm 15 still open. This candle should have to be closed with a strong bullish momentum in it. So 2 minutes left for the 50-minute candle to be closed. And again, if this 50-minute candle going to be closed within the range, so I'm gonna close everything. I'm gonna close everything. So in 2 minutes, it's gonna give me some kind of a confirmation what gonna happen next. So let's see. Let's see if it could close above the resistance or not. You know what? I think we are having this support now as well. See this one? So if the next candle going to break below this support, this is a wick fill structure we are having, like a beautiful wick, a 100 pip wick. For that, we need a candle to be close below the support, so we can give our trade a chance for the sells. But right now, I need it to close in a bullish form. It's about to be closed in few seconds, just few seconds, and I'm gonna close it. If it gonna close within the range, actually, just 30 seconds left. Anything could be happening in these 30 seconds. So it's very important to understand how I can lose less. 20 seconds left. All right, look at this one. This 50-minute candle just like close within the range. So there is no business of this candle to hold with this one. So if this candle is going to break its own low, I'm gonna close my position there. If the current candle coming and breaking its own low, I'm gonna close everything. This should not be closed within the range. That's not a great idea. Bring it here so I can lose less. So yeah, how I can lose less. This is the way how I can lose less. See, it closed back into the range. Impulse entry closed back into the range, so it will be perfect now to wait for this 30-minute candle to be closed so I can give my trade one more chance. There's a higher probability now it's gonna come back and hit my stop loss. Risk $100, lost $40. Yeah, that's the main perspective actually. That's the main perspective to lose less actually. So we just like need to understand how we can lose less. Wow, it's pushing upside. Now if it come back to my break even, I'll be out. Here we go. Here we go. What I just like gonna lose in this trade, if it hit my break even, I'm gonna lose almost like $5. Oh, I was having $70 stop loss. So look at this one. I was having $70 stop loss before. So I'm gonna lose almost like how much? $35. I'm gonna lose like $35 with a 70 pip stop loss. So by reading the candle, by managing the risk, what maximum I'm gonna lose here? $5. Wow. So if I can lose less, so there is a probability I can make some money there. So I'm get out from this trade because the previous candle closed back into the range. This candle is still open, so doesn't make sense to hold on with this trade. Look at this one. Lose a trade with a very, very, very tiny loss. I would say it's kind of break even, something like that. So now I did become like a part of a trade. This candle is still open, rejecting from this rejection area, showing me a rejection area here. All I need for buys now, I got a confirmation. I need a for buys, I need a candle to be close above this rejection on the left hand side. And in the same way, if this candle going to break below this low, so there's a probability it's gonna fill this wick on the left hand side. Wow, pushing to the downside now. Flipping. It's trying to flipping. And we are heading towards like opening of London session as well. So let's see. So if this okay. So I somehow losing all my profits and go back to break even on Friday. So I decided not to trade just to watch the stream. That's a perfect idea if you're already standing in profits. Why to lose something there? When I lose less here. See this one, $5. Expecting of losing almost like more than 30 like more than 30 to $35, like 70 pips. I lose 10 pips there. I just like lose 10 pips. माशाल्लाह क्या रिस्क मैनेज किया आपने just wow sir. Okay, it's just like intuitionally like how you can read the candles. If you can lose less, then you can make money. So if I can lose less, I'm not gonna get any kind of like into some kind of a panic condition. So I can give my trade another chance. Wow, it's pushing through downside now. I think so it makes sense to take a sell if it's going to break below this low. Yes, what a rejection from this area. Look at the rejection. But now the 30 minutes still open and it's having like a rejection on the left hand side. 50-minute rejecting from this area. I would like to see for sells. I am not interested in impulse entry here. You know what? Now I'm not interested in impulse entry here. Not interested in impulse entry. I would like to see a candle to be close below the support, and then next candle create a wick and break the low. So by depending on the opening of London session, I can give my trade a chance in this way. And in the same way, if a candle start pushing upside and going to be close in a bullish form, a break and close above this current resistance area high, so I can give my trade a chance to take a buy. So this is the idea right now I'm having with me, and this totally makes sense to me as well. This is the resistance I'm having, and this is the support I'm having. I already gave one chance to my buys. It didn't work out, manage the risk, lose less, lose almost like nothing. So need to wait for the candle to be closed, because in the next, you know what, in next 10 minutes, if candle going to be break and close above this resistance area, I can give my trade a chance with for the buys. And if a candle going to break and close below the support area, so I can go for the wick fill structure. So now those two scenarios I'm having with me. I'm having like a two scenarios with me. I didn't lose anything there with the last trade, but I tested out how it reacting to the bullish one. So let's see how this candle going to be close. It's still open. Might be this candle going to be close with a small body with a long rejection wick, and next candle going to be create a wick and break below this low. That also makes sense to fill this range. So need to wait. Yeah, waiting for the 30-minute candle to be closed. Yeah, perfect plan. It could be great if this candle going to be close with a small body, and next candle going to be create a wick and break below this low. So makes sense. Let's see. Or if it's going to break and close above this resistance area, that also gonna make sense. Okay, so we should wait for the 30-minute close, and then with London open volume we can go up. Let's see. We are right now rejecting from the upside, so I can't see upside anything right now. Your entry today wrong. Look at delay. Look at H4 strong bearish. I hope you will you will win market show strong bearish. Okay, thank you so much for the advice. So this is a risky impulse entry considering after a huge sell off. Okay, wow, they're just like coming up on a free stream and trying to give me advice there. I'm accepting your advices there, but that was an opportunity. So morning, are you trading a different account today? No, it's the same one. Banked 100 pips, selling 1 hour impulse entry in trend and 50.98. That's great actually. Impulse entry cooking on 30 minute. Let's see. Waiting right now. मैं तो 51.15 से सेलिंग होल्डिंग करके बैठा हुआ हूँ. 5,000 इज बट वेरी नाइस. So waiting right now. There is 7 minutes left for this candle to be closed. Just 7 minutes left. Wow, just 7 minutes left. It's gonna be a beautiful sell if it's going to be closed with a small bearish bullish candle. Next candle created a wick and break below this low. So I can get like a smaller stop loss so I can have this range. Let's see. Need to wait now. Need to wait now. So if overall trend is bearish and Asian session trend is bullish, what should we consider the overall trend or last session trend? Don't go into any kind of overthinking. Just look at the current session trend, what's just like going on there, and look at the opportunity. If you saw structure following the trend, go with that. If you got a structure, it's showing you some kind of a counter test structure, go ahead. That's it, simple. Don't like get into some kind of FOMO. Don't get into some kind of overthinking. Keep your things in a simple way. So there's a higher probability you're gonna make the money. Who are what thinking about the Asian trend was that, then London's trend was that, then NY will be there. Who the hell are you? Are you the market maker? Who can predict the market? No one can predict the market, buddy. Just adopt what market showing you there. So here I executed a buy depending on the volume that it's showing a counter trade structure. So probability it could continuously pushing upside. It didn't work out. What I can do, how I can lose less now. I need to understand how I can lose less now. For that I need to get some kind of a confirmation which giving me the confirmation it's not gonna work out. The way to reject it, come back to my break even, come back into the range. I close 50% position, leave the rest with the 50%, then it again I saw can close within the range. Next candle went up, come back, hit my break even. I'm out with the small stop loss there. Now I'm waiting for this candle to be closed. Just waiting for this candle to be closed. So if it's going to be closed with a small body and next candle going to be create a week and break below this low, it could be impulse entry on a 30-minute time frame as well with that trend. And if I'm making the combination between the 30-minute and the 50-minute time frame, so in this way this 50-minute going to be closed below the support area, and on the 50-minute it could looks like a wick field structure on the left hand side. After getting the confirmation on a 30-minute candle, it's an impulse entry in trend. So let's see what I'm gonna get there. There is 4 minutes left for the candle to be closed. Okay, so all I hear when I join stream is the candle has no business. Yeah, the price tab for our support is that makes sense to take sell or or you consider feel the wick is stronger for our support. Doesn't matter. Smaller time frame actually gonna give us the confirmation what could be happen on the higher time frame. Simple. If it going to be close below the support in this shape, the way it is rejecting, if it going to be close below the support with the opening of London, I will, depending on the volume, it should continuously pushing downside. Again, everything is here is like a probability. Me, everyone here is a retail trader, man. So I can give my trade a chance in this way. If it never worked out, come back into the range, I need to manage the risk. I don't know where market will go actually. No one can predict the market. So yeah, just like take action once you just like got the confirmation. So if it going to be closed somehow in below the support area, which about to be closed in 2 minutes, so I can give my trade a chance. If it never worked out, I need to manage the risk. I always gonna keep my things in a simple way. So let's see. And if I'm making the combination between a 30-minute and a 50-minute time frame, if this 50-minute going to be closed below the support, so it could become like a wick field structure. And looking at the 30-minute time frame, it's going to be closed with a small body. If it's going to close with a small body, then there is no business of the next candle to create a wick and break the law of the small body. If it's gonna break the law of the small body, 30-minute could be impulse entry in a trend, and a 15-minute give you the confirmation for the wick fill structure. So need to wait here actually. Just need to wait. 2 minutes left for the candle to be closed. Yes. So waiting here. Actually, I'm waiting. Almost like 1 minute left for the candle to be closed. Hmm. Getting interesting right now. It would be great if this candle going to be closed below the support actually. You know what? That gonna give me a strong confirmation that it could continuously pushing downside. So 1 minute left or few seconds left for this candle to be closed. It should be closed below the support area somehow like this. That would be great idea to take a sell depending on the volume of London session. We're heading towards opening of London session within few seconds, and it's very important for this candle to be closed in a bearish mode below the support area. Rather than that, it's a kind of consolidation gonna happen, and I need to stay away from it then, because 30 minutes is not giving me some kind of a vibe here to continuously pushing to the downside. H1 still open, M15 still open, and there is 5 seconds left for this candle to be closed. Oh, look at this one. So the 50-minute candle closed within the range. 30-minute close at an impulse entry. I need to look at the other brokerage house as well. Actually, you know what? Okay, it's breaking the low, but it didn't create a upper wick actually. I needed to create a wick, and then if it's going to break below this low, so that makes sense for me to take a sell. Here I cannot give my trade a chance in this situation. This candle did not create a wick, and the previous candle closed back into the range. So not interesting right now. I'm totally not interesting right now. It's not my structure. I cannot force myself for the execution. It's an impulse entry. It's an impulse entry. Its impulse entry makes sense. But I need this candle to create a wick so I can place my stop loss above the current candle high. It's the opening of London session. What I wanted to see here for the buy for the sells, I would like to see a candle to create a wick, and then if you're gonna break this low, so this could be my entry actually, and I can go for this wick fill structure. But now it started without having an upper wick. The previous candle closed with a small body. 50-minute close within the range didn't give me the confirmation. So this impulse entry could be risky because this candle can become and can be rejected from anywhere and can become back to create a wick. So I cannot force myself for the execution. It's a Friday. I cannot take this one. It's not my thing. It's not my thing. Doesn't matter if I'm gonna miss this one. Yeah, mostly you know what? Whenever I saw structure which have suppose we are sitting like a bearish trend, and then I got some kind of a impulse entry here which close in this shape. 99% I wait for the candle to create a wick and break the low so I can give my trade a chance here to fill the range on the left hand side the way it just like fill right now. But if a candle started with no we can break the low, so mostly I saw candle could come back and can create a wick, and no one knows that how longer that wick could be. So I mostly 99% or 90% wait for the candle to create a wick and break the low so I can execute on a sell as an impulse entry. Like the same I executed last day. If I can show you, let me see here. Look at this one. Is it the same thing? Is it the same thing where I executed a cell? So look at this one. Is it the same structure you are watching right now? The candle created a wick and break the low, but after creating a wick, I executed a sell and secure some position there. See this one? And let's come on the current scenario. Is it the same thing? But here it did not created a wick, so I was not feeling comfortable. But depending on the volume, like right now, it's the opening of London, it's went down. Wow, yeah. What if 5 minute close without a wick up, meaning to buy pressure at all should be a continuation for the next 5 minutes? I really don't know. I don't depend on the 5 minute. I can't see anything about a 5 minute. I would like to see this candle to be closed below the support so I can give my trade a chance as an impulse entry. It's just like give me an impulse entry structure on a 30-minute time frame, but did not create upper wick. No upper wick in this situation. So mostly I saw you a live example here. Previously, here I executed a sell. I wait for the candle to create a wick and break the low, so I executed a sell and I got a higher probability structure and I secure some positions there. In this situation, right now, current situation, candle did not have an upper wick. So who knows that it could come back and create a wick, and no one knows that how deeper that wick could be. And it's a Friday as well, so I would like to wait for the candle to create a wick and break the low. So I definitely gonna give my trade a chance for the sells in this way. On a 50-minute even you can see which stopped me to not execute a sell here. Even the candle rejected and closed back into the range, so no confirmation, like a good confirmation for me to take a sell, so I accept this. Now what, you know what, as a professional I need to accept that I missed this move. I need to accept that I missed this move. What I could do, I can't do anything about this move. It's just gone. It's just like gone. Now I need to wait for new structure to be formed. So after getting like a new structure, so there's a probability I can give my trade a chance and grab some chunks here. If I'm getting into FOMO and taking sell somewhere here, taking sell somewhere here, it could be a late entry and higher probability gonna give me some losses there as well. So why not to wait for new structure to be formed? So good week for me in total. Bank 220 pips this week. See you on Monday. Yeah, that's a very beautiful, awesome result you got, buddy. Very nice. I am done full 900 pips. Wow, people already were holding like cells here. No wick, no entry, no FOMO. Yes. You know what? If it gonna happen next time in the future, I will do the same thing. I will wait for the candle to create a wick and break the low. I got it. I entered first. That should be entered. What? Okay. What is this, buddy? Oh, you executed a sell. I think so. You executed a sell on a 50-minute time frame. Definitely. That's where you holding this position. You executed a sell when first the previous 50-minute broke the low, but it closed back into the range. So you grab this opportunity. So you just like play with the balls, I will say. You never wait for the candle to be closed and executed already or a previous 50-minute. But congratulations, you won here. Not missed anything as our structure didn't form. No upper week. It's only a missed trade if don't execute when structure form. I definitely gonna execute if this kind of going to create a weekend break below this low. Then it makes sense. Yeah, you are right. We just like didn't miss anything. We didn't get a structure there. It was an impulse entry, but should have to create a weekend break the low. So that will be more perfect, I would say. So I take the sell. Oh, look at this one. Many the risk. Beautiful. Executed a sell on a. You also took a sell on a previous 50-minute time frame. Impulse entry. Yeah. So you are lucky actually. I would say it could be come back, and there you can get like another loss there. So congratulations. If you just like make money, I would say call it a day. call it a Friday, just like call it a day. So waiting right now, just like waiting. Need to readjust my zones. This is the resistance from where market continuously rejecting. I can see 1, 2, 3, 4 time market rejected from this area. And we are tapping to the support on the left hand side as well. Strong support area here. Don't change your bias. No, I'm not changing anything right now. There's like no structure on the charts. It's a Friday. There's no structure on the chart. I saw some opportunity was pushing upside, give my trades one chance, lose less, almost like break even. I didn't get anything. I think so. I might gonna see something on a NY session, might be, or might be I will call it a week, and then started with the new week actually with a Monday. Every session actually will be a educational content you are having. Wow, look at this one, man. This candle did not even create a wick. 15-minute close within the range. Candle broke the low without having top wick. I think so. It just like happened due to opening of London session. It's just happened due to opening of London session. But mostly it created a wick and then break the low, so could give us a good opportunity there. It's totally due to opening of London session. What do we need for counter trend trade? I think so. Right now, there is nothing for a counter trade structure. I think if it continuously pushing downside, wait for the candle to create a support, create a resistance, and then break above the resistance, that makes sense for the counter trade structure. Like suppose you are coming down like a creating lower high, something like that, and now you need some kind of a counter trade structure. Let it create a resistance, let it create a support, then if it break and close above this previous resistance high, this is your counter trade structure. You need to have clean traffic on the left hand side, tradable range. You got your confirmation candle, you are sitting with a volume time. Here you go for a counter trade structure. This is how a counter trade structure looks like. And in the other way, if a market stop somewhere, start doing some consolidation, so it's mean trend just like stop there. Now you need to wait for some confirmation. If it gonna give you the confirmation to break above this high, giving the confirmation candle, it could continuously pushing upside. And if it give you the confirmation like below the support area, it could continuously pushing to downside. So once candles start printing side by side or start doing some kind of a consolidation, it's mean, what does this mean? It's mean market stop the trend there. So now wherever it's just like giving you a kind of breakout structure, it will start going in that direction. I hope London coming back to London for the next month. Yeah, I'm also getting that feeling. We'll see. Okay. If it had a upper wick, it would have been a beautiful setup. Yes. If it create a wick and then if it gonna break this low, I'll definitely hold my trade to fill this wick on the left hand side. It's a very beautiful entry then as an impulse entry. But it went down without creating a upper wick. Even you know what? I can execute if a candle don't have upper wick, if it gonna break below this low by using a London volume. If the previous 15-minute candle closed below the previous candle low, this one, which rejected and closed back into the range, even if this candle closed below the support, so even it didn't create a wick, I can execute a sell as a dynamic risk in in this situation. So this candle create a little confusion, then it close in a range, then 30-minute close like a impulse entry, and then the next candle did not create upper wick. So this is the position I need to take decision that it could be risky. I cannot execute on this one because mostly I saw that candle which don't have which didn't create a wick in this kind of structure. It could go a little bit in your favor and then come back to create a wick, and no one knows that it will continuously pushing upside, or if it gonna create a wick and then it gonna continuously pushing downside. So mostly I try to avoid this structure. And even if it break the low without creating a wick, and then if it gonna break above the high, create a wick, and then it come back again and break the previous candle low again, then I can give my trade a chance. This is also a scenario I mostly execute, but most of the time in this structure I wait for the candle to create a wick, because in this structure mostly I saw a candle could come back to create a wick. So it's tapping to this area. I think so. It's becoming like some kind of a strong support area. Market continuously rejecting with a very long rejection from this area. It could be better if it gonna break and close below this support. The 50-minute about to be closed. Okay. M15 also closed in the range. M30 didn't wake up. So what we can do? Nothing. Missing trade is better than losing trade. Yes, perfect. Vase, you are right, buddy. That's why I executed. I didn't execute it. As Raja sir say, the pain of missing a trade is better than a pain of a losing trade. Yes, exactly. Definitely. So you know what? Even if this gonna happen like in the future, I'm gonna react in the same way. I'm not gonna execute on this structure, because my with my experience, I saw mostly candle come back and create a wick, or could be continuously pushing upside. It's still open. 50-minute about to be closed, but this candle is still open. And look at the rejection again. We go two rejections now. One rejection with a long rejection area, long rejection, long rejection. So this could be a very, very, very risky area in this area. You know what? It would be more better if this candle close below this support, or might be continuously pushing downside. Then I wait for the candle to create some support and then break below the support. Very beautiful. I need to take a sell. But the way it is rejecting and closing within this range, I will try to avoid this area actually. I need these candles to continuously pushing to the downside, then create a support, create a resistance, give me confirmation candle so I can go for the sells. Still this 30 minutes is like open candle. Okay. Grab 150 pips done for the session. Wow, very nice, Fizan. What about the no pressure at all of the buyers on the 50 minutes time frame? It did not closed in our favor. If it closed and then candle try to like continuously pushing downside and not making a wick, then I can execute a sell with that perspective. But this the here scenario is just like a little change. The candle closed back into the range. 30-minute close as an impulse entry, but did not create a wick. So in this way, it's not considering as a sellers are in a, on a like heavier on the buyers. It could be risky. If we got a candle like right now, this candle which don't have upper wick, now you can say the sellers become like more heavier on this candle actually. So the next candle should be continuously pushing downside, but as it's already moved a lot and size of the body is smaller than the wick, so it doesn't make sense to take a sell. So close candle actually give you the confirmation. You cannot take it on a open candle. So I wanted to see something like, if it continuously pushing downside, I will let it go. If it if somehow it's going to be close below this support, then next candle create some kind of a structure like a support, like a resistance, or if it come back and create a resistance rejected from this area again, give me some confirmation candle so I can go for the sells. Or if I got a candle which going to be break and close above this resistance area, so that could be a beautiful buy. Again, don't forget that it's a Friday. So there's more than 100 people watching and I'm having 25 likes. Wow. Wow, man. Wow, wow, wow. You guys deserve a ad here. Ding. So waiting. Oh, it's a Friday. It's a Friday and I'm need to attend my Juma after 10 to 10 to 12 minutes. So I'm gonna hold on here for 5 10 minutes more. Then gonna end the stream. It's a Juma time. So still the next plan could be in this way. If I'm going to be get a 30-minute candle, reject it and close back into this range, give me some kind of a strong resistance, a strong support area so I can go for the buys to retest this high. And if this candle continuously pushing to the downside, I will let it go. I will wait for the candle to create some support. I will wait for the candle to create some resistance. Give me some kind of a confirmation candle so I can go for the sells as well. So these are the scenario I will look for further actually. Like if you're looking at this H4 time frame, consider it as a 30-minute. Just like consider it as a 30-minute. So look at this one. Candle was continuously pushing to downside. It created a support, then it created a resistance, then it give you the confirmation candle. The next candle creator, we can break this low and fill this range on the left hand side. This is something I am expecting on a 30-minute time frame. Same in this way structure. Like if you quickly flip on a 30-minute time frame, so it continuously pushing to the downside. So same way I would like to see a candle to be create a support, create a resistance, give me the confirmation candle. I need clean traffic on the left hand side, I need volume there and the probability so I can give my trade a chance. So let's see. For that I need to wait a little more. And how about the fundamentals? How the fundamentals going on right now? Let me see what is going on behind the picture. Okay, let me logging into it. Market edge AI. Okay. So looking at market edge AI, wow, look at this one, man. Oh, I was taking a buy here. They're also expecting that market could give a pullback area, like a pullback from this situation, and can continuously pushing upside towards 5220. Gold is below 5100 ml. Iran strikes escalations. Dollar cap safe haven bit okay. But it's like push it to the downside. Dollar strength on CPI. Okay, treasury yield rising, profit taking after 75% rally, positioning crowding, evident risk on sentiment potential. Okay, so what support the buys? Middle East conflict is still standing there. Israel military issues evacuation warning still standing there. So this is having like more like a heavy pressure on the charts right now. Fed rate expect cuts expected later 2026. Geopolitical tension elevated. Risk of sentiment rising. So I think so these news are still having impact on the gold. That's why they're giving some kind of a bullish target here. They're expecting that market could reject from this area. If it pull back from this area, it can continuously pushing upside. Wow, they are having a bullish sentiments here for a swing trade even. Wow, day trade, swing trade, both are having like a wow. So for but at least we need confirmation on our technicals actually. Whatever going on the fundamental condition, but I can see this one now. It gives me more confidence if I'm gonna get some kind of a strong bullish candle above the resistance area, so I can go for the buys looking at the fundamental conditions as well. But at the end I need some confirmation on a technical perspective. Wow, look at this one. So buys only make sense if we're gonna break above this high, or if we're going to be get some kind of a counter trade structure. Till right now, they are telling that the fundamentals showing a bullish momentum, but I can't see bullish momentum on a charts right now. So I cannot execute just like a random buy. No one knows that how deeper it could be go. So I need confirmation on my technicals. So if I got some candles, some like confirmation on the technicals, if it's like supporting the buys, then I'm gonna take a buy. Rather than that, I can't see any buy. It's a sell only. So let's see. Wow, look at this one. It's continuously pushing to the downside. So what I get with my experience, whatever happening in the background, whatever happening with the fundamental perspective, at the end it should have to be show you some confirmation on the technical perspective. So at the end you got a confirmation with the technicals only. So I think it's like more important to understand to how to read the candles where you can grab the opportunity. So just waiting here from where this candle just like rejected from 50-50. The gold is also standing in the 50-50 condition that it gonna continuously pushing upside or downside. So let's see. It's a Friday and we are doing consolidation. You know what? We are being doing consolidation from a long time. Look at this one: 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 day, 1 2 3 4 5 6 2 day, 1 2 3 4 5 6 3 day, 1 2 3 4 5 6 4 1 2 3 4 5 6 5 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1 2 3 4 5 6 8 1 2 3 4 5 6 9 1 2 3 4 5 6. It's been like 10 days. Wow, it's almost like 2 weeks we are stuck in a high time frame consolidation right now, and it's a Friday today as well. It's a Friday. But I believe, I think so might be it gonna come down if they are really having like a geopolitical tension, if they're really having some kind of like uh, a tension escalated here between Iran or US, something like that. Might be they're showing some kind of different perspective, so anything could be happen. If it gonna break below and close below this area, I think so we're gonna continuously pushing downside. As far as we are still sitting with the higher time frame consolidation, it could be reject from anywhere and can continuously pushing upside. Who knows that? And then we need some confirmation on our technicals. So we're gonna get that after getting the confirmation where it's heading towards. Right now the session trend, is clearly in a bearish form. And for buys I need a counter trade structure. I need some kind of a consolidation, then breakout structure. So that makes sense. Right now there's nothing, just like a bearish going on. So I think so. Again, after closure of today, like of a Friday, they again gonna escalate the war on Saturday and Sunday. Because mostly I saw that wars I just like saw in my history. I saw that wars just like getting worse during the Saturday when markets are closed, and then mostly I saw that market opens with a gap. So I'm expecting the same thing. You know what? So 3 minutes left for this candle to be closed, and let's see where it about to be closed. Is it gonna close back into the range? So I need to see how I can take buys. Let's see. So there's just 3 minutes left for the candle to be closed. Just 3 minutes left. So China Commerce Ministry says tariff will be implemented for 5 years. Statement. Wow, China just like wow. We got a news that gold should be continuously pushing up. So China Commerce Ministry to impose tariff of up to 32.1% on imports from Japan and Canada. Effect March 14th statement. Oh. Gold should continuously pushing upside. Drones attack Lanaz refinery west of Iraq. Security sources. Gold should continuously pushing upside. Israel military issue evacuations warning for areas in Tehran, Kazvin, Singlan, imminent strike. Oh, gold should continuously. Wow, we just like continuously getting the news here that gold should continuously pushing upside. But on a technical perspective, it continuously pushing downside. So wait, just like go with the flow. So 2 minutes left for this candle to be closed, and I'm just like gonna wait. I just like wanted to see how it's going to be closed. So then if it continuously pushing downside, going to create some support, going to give some kind of resistance, I can go for the sells. I'm not gonna worry about the fundamentals if it's not gonna give me some confirmation on the technicals. Both are very important right now. So about to be closed in 1 minute, and I'm eagerly waiting for this closure. Wow, it just like moved 230 pips. A single 30-minute candle moving 230 pips. There were days when we are having a daily candle maximum having closing like that, and if our daily candle having a closure like that before like 9 months or 10 months, we were saying to ourselves today were like very strong volume in the market. Are you going to take sell? No, there's no sells, buddy. It's already moved like 200, more than 200 pips. You need some structure to be formed. There is no sells there. Look at this rejection again and going to be close. And wow, it closed like a minor far from the support area. It could be happened due to spreads on a different brokerage houses. I think so. On other brokerage houses, it's just like close within the range. Or yeah, just wait for some new structure to be formed. Nothing on the chart for me. The session trend is still in a bearish form. So break and close above this resistance area, I think it makes sense. I think so. If you're going to break and close above somewhere like above 5100 or above this area, from where market continuously rejecting from this area, I saw how market reacted to this area. So if I'm going to get some kind of a strong candle breaking above this high and closing above this high, so I can give my trade a chance to continuously pushing upside by depending on the volume, by supporting the fundamentals as well. And if I'm going to be get some kind of, I think so we're gonna get some kind of consolidation in this area, and that might be with the opening of opening of NYSC. If things just like getting worse, so it could continuously pushing upside. If things just like getting into control, then it could continuously pushing downside. So need to wait actually, need to wait. There is nothing for me on the chart. So I'm heading off now. It's a Juma prayer time right now. So I'm heading off. We'll see you guys on Monday. Till that, be safe, be careful. I'm not gonna execute any trade like which having less probability on a Friday. No, don't wanna like lose some money on a Friday. It's just like a Friday. So I'm heading off with a break even. I think so. This makes sense to me. Not gonna take any forceful trades. Market standing in indecision, but technical just like totally having a bearish momentum in it. So we'll see you guys on Monday. Till that, be safe, be careful. Don't try to go with the forceful trades. Hey Cash, by what is maximum lot size on your 10k? You can open. I want to deposit 5k to. So just like go with 0.25. So we'll see you guys. Take care, stay blessed, and bye bye.